Ready to go?
Cool. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, damn, that's going in. That's going in. This is the beginning.
That's a perfect way to start. Okay, when Jetski almost viral, I just spilled my coffee. I'm here with Henny Hermes, who is a big vodka in his coffee guy. I didn't have vodka in that coffee, but happy to have you here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, bro. I'm a little tired. Long weekend. Halloween weekend in New York. You already know how it is, bro. It'd be crazy out here.
Yeah, I thought half of me was like, maybe he's gonna pull up in a costume. Maybe it'd be really festive. But there was no costume.
I was about to be a Waluigi.
Dude,
Swear to God, bro.
I was almost Waluigi yesterday, but I don't have a mustache. I did have a mustache at one point in my life.
I can't even grow a mustache, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'd have to buy one at the party store for real, but
that's not a bad move. But you know, it's better for like a costume like that to have the full real deal, you know, stash on you.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
So how long are you in New York for?
I leave tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a little. I'm glad that I just like saw on your Instagram story. I've been following you for a minute that you were in New York. That's why I hit you up and I was like, "Yo, let's do an interview."
Yeah, it was last minute.
Very last minute.
I fuck with that shit though.
But I think a lot of good things come from like last minute interactions. You kind of just got to seize the opportunity when it presents itself.
Well, also, a lot of good things come from like just being in New York. Like a lot of everything goes down out here, bro. I've met so many people just like on the random since I've been here this weekend. That's like. It's just crazy. So
are you spending a lot of time recording here? Is this more like you taking meetings? What are we doing?
So this trip was more about like content. We're getting a lot of like TikTok content. Yeah. I was walking on the street like the other day and some dude came up to me. He was like, yo, free music videos. Like I'll just shoot for you because he runs a TikTok page. So I was like, yeah, he was just asking people, yo, are you an artist? And I was like, yeah, I'm an artist. Like, I'll do a video right now.
I think I've seen a guy do that in Miami. I don't know if it's the same guy, but
yeah, I don't know if it's the same guy. His name is Will.
I gotta check him out.
I met him. Yeah, he a cool dude. And so we did that video, and that's gonna come out soon. But that was crazy. And I met like a ton of other people. But this was really just for like content. We're shooting mad TikToks out here.
Fire.
I've came out here before and we were like recording, meeting different people and all that, but this trip specifically was just like content.
That makes sense because I found you on TikTok, and I mean I find like all the new artists, the new like young guys and girls who are making music. Obviously TikTok is like the main discovery platform for that. I guess I kind of want to start there a little bit. How did you get going on TikTok, and were you always making music on TikTok or posting your music on TikTok, or did you start posting on there before you were even like an artist?
So it was crazy. So like I got TikTok super late. Like TikTok was like popping off. I seen everything about TikTok, like TikTok everywhere. And I was like, I don't want to do, for some reason, I just thought it was like
corny.
Not even corny. Just like, I didn't really just want to be on the app. I don't know why. So I didn't get on it for like a while. It was out for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I made a TikTok account. I was promoting my music. And then, this is a crazy story. So I had a TikTok account. So the one I run now is like my new TikTok account. Before that, I had a different one. And I was promoting my music and all this different stuff. And I posted a video trying to promote my music, but it went the wrong way. Like
you got hate from it?
Not even that. Like, you remember, you know Vine? You had Vine as a kid, right? Yep. You remember that crackhead kid?
Oh,
they throw the basketball.
I see lots of crackheads on Vine.
No, not like that. Not like that. Like the real crackhead kid. Like
he'd be like screaming, he'd be like, yeah.
Yes,
that kid,
and they throw a basketball at his head, bro.
Yes.
I'm gonna lie. I'm exposing myself right now too, but I don't even care that much.
That was you?
Yeah.
No way.
But it wasn't really.
Oh, okay. We almost had some crazy full circle viral moment. I was like, that's the title and thumbnail. I got you.
So what I did is I posted a video and I was like, yo, you remember this kid from Vine, the crackhead kid? I was like, that was actually me. Because I kind of look like him, bro. I can't even lie. Like, we're pretty like similar looking, like from back then, whatever. And I posted that video. And so I said, you remember this kid from Vine? And I said, yo, that's actually me. But now I don't throw basketballs at my head and shit anymore. I make music. And I try to promote my music, but it went the wrong way.
Why is he dead?
It got like 6 million views, that video.
Yeah.
It got like 6 million views. I gained like 250,000 followers.
Shit.
Right? So I was like, yo, that's lit. Like I was super excited, like seeing my views go up, seeing my followers go up. It was crazy. And then I'd post something like promoting my music and it would get like 5,000 views. And then I'd post something saying I was the crackhead kid and it would get like a million views, bro. And I was like, I don't want to be like, I'm not gonna be like a TikTok like meme like creator. So I scratched that account and I made this new account. And now I'm sticking
To
like
music specifically?
Yeah, like specifically, bro.
Yeah, it's tough with TikTok because it's almost like if you have one video style that goes off, it's like they're kind of the algorithm like tells you only do this. You can't do anything else because it won't push your video for whatever reason. The TikTok algorithm is crazy, but yeah, that sucks. I'm sure the account like having that big follower base, you're like this everything I post should go off now, and it doesn't work like that sometimes.
Nah, it's truth, bro. And also like hashtags and shit. Like on that video, I hashtag like Vine, meme, like because I was trying to get it out,
Yeah,
thinking that it would get a lot of views and then people would fuck with my music and I'd be gone.
yeah,
And I could like never talk about the Crackhead Kid again and just promote my music. And that's just not how it went. So now like all my hashtags are music, artists, like
smart.
you know, all that. So it's like it really is like once you blow up off one video, that niche has to be your account.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a good thing and a bad thing with it because like if you get trapped where you have a big follower base, like you said, like you have to start over. But now, like obviously your followers now on TikTok aren't that high, but your interactions seem great. I see a lot of people in your comments like asking about like when you're cheesing a song, when's the song coming out, like what's next, whatever. And I think that's better. Like it's better to have more interactions and more like organic engagement than just one video that's gonna pop.
Well, exactly. Like that's why I made the new account because like my old account, I had 250,000 followers, but they only cared about the Crackhead Kid. My music, bro, like wasn't even in their headspace. So it's like now I only have like 6,000 followers, but they're like real fans of my music.
Exactly.
So like I'd rather have that than a ton of like boof like that they don't care about like what I want to do and only care about that one video.
Exactly. I thought at first when you were saying the video went the wrong way, I thought it was gonna be like the kid died like tragically, and I was gonna be like, oh no, he got canceled right off the bat.
I would not be talking about that.
Nah,
That happened, bro. I'm not saying that.
I'm glad
right
that
here.
didn't happen. But so you switched TikTok accounts. You're using this one that you're using currently. How did prior to this? How did you get started in music? How old are you? Like 20, 21?
I'm 20 years old.
20, yeah, that's what I mentioned. Okay, so how did you get started with making music? Like about what age?
Probably like 15.
And was that just like freestyling at the lunch table in school, or were you recording like actual songs or just writing?
So really started making music was 15 years old, but like I always grew up around music. Like when I was in like 4th grade, I took guitar lessons. I quit that shit because I was just, I don't know, I was lazy back then or something. I didn't want to do it, but I always grew up around music. But when I really started recording, you want the long story?
Yeah, let's get a long story. I mean, we got time.
Really, when I started recording, I had this friend in high school, and his dad, like, he was in a band, and they would perform at like local bars and restaurants and stuff. Cool. And he had like a $20,000 studio in this kid's basement.
That's far.
So I went to his house one time, and like, at this point too, I was like, I'm just a creative person, so I had like a YouTube channel. I was trying to do like YouTube and all that, and I love music.
Yeah.
So I went there and we were like chilling. I went to his house like probably like 10 times and never even knew he had the studio. And one day he's like, my dad has a music studio in our basement. Like we should go and like fuck around, whatever. So we went down there, and his dad like found out we were in there because it's like everything's expensive, you know, like $5,000 microphones, like. And he was like, get out. Like, you guys can't go in there, right? So we, like, we, like, got, like, different softwares. And we went and got, like, a cheap-ass mic. We made our own music. And we showed it to his dad. And he was like, yo, like, all right, I understand you guys actually kind of care about this, whatever. So he let us go in the studio.
That's awesome.
So we went in there. We were recording. Music was horrible. But we were both learning. You know what I'm saying? Later on, I had a falling out with that kid. So when that happened, I was like, all right. Or he wasn't working as hard as me. Like, I would be like, yo, let's get in this. It'd be like 2 a.m. You know, we'd just be chilling. I'd be like, yo, let's get in the studio. He'd be like, nah, bro, I'm tired. I'm trying to go to bed. But I was like really starting to think like, bro, we can make some shit out of this. The music was trash, but I thought it was good.
What were you making? Was it like boom bap type rap, just bars, or kind of like what you're doing now where you're half singing, half rapping the melodic stuff?
It was the same thing I was doing now, but we didn't have any of like,
plugins,
no plugins, no presets. Like it just sounded trash, but I thought it sounded good.
Yeah, you always do when you make your first song. Like, this is the one. And then you look back a couple years, like, what the fuck was I doing?
So it kept me pushing because I was like, yo, this shit's fire. And it wasn't, but I was like, I think it's good. So I was like super motivated. I was like, I'm gonna start doing this. Like, this shit hard. He became lazy. Like, he just didn't want to work as hard as me. And he was making like beats at the time. Yeah. And if he kept going with it, he'd be super fire right now. But he became lazy. Like, he just didn't want to work as hard as me. So I was like, I got to take matters in my own hands. So I bought a computer. I spent like, it was like $1,200 on the computer. This is actually a funny story. There was a graphic. You take graphics in high school, like camera class?
No, I know how to work with graphics and all that shit now from working through here. But in high school, I didn't pre-Barstool. I never did anything outside of like, film my friends trying to make jackass videos.
Yeah, nah, cool. Yeah, but so I was in graphics class and like I was really cool with the teacher because I was like pretty good at
graphic
like
design?
camera work and
okay,
shit.
cool.
Cause like I feel like I just know that shit like just off the rip. But there's like a back closet of a ton of like shit they didn't use. I can't swear on here.
Yeah, you can swear. You can say whatever you want.
So there was like a ton of stuff that they didn't use in like a back closet, and I was in there, and this is like the same time I'm looking at buying a microphone.
Yeah.
To like start recording myself, and I go in there, and there's a microphone, AT2020. It's like $100 microphone in like this back room closet, and I was like, man, like.
This is mine.
Fuck, I grabbed my backpack. I threw that shit. I can't even lie. I threw that shit in there. Like, if anyone from like working at my high school is watching this, I'll pay you back for that shit. It's cool. But like, I did take that, and that I made like a lot of my songs. Like, I have like 1,500 songs in the vault, and like
what the
probably like 1,200 of them are on that microphone.
Wow. 1,500. What were you doing? Just like a song, 2 songs a day for like fucking 5 years? Damn, that's crazy.
Really, bro. I started grinding. But like back to like the story. So I took that microphone, I got the computer, and then I just started recording myself. But I didn't know how to do shit because he was doing everything.
The kid whose dad owned
on some like engineer shit,
Yeah.
And I was just recording. So I was like, I have to learn everything. I started watching a ton of YouTube tutorials. Like,
shout out YouTube.
Shout out YouTube for real. And shout out Crab Lord.
Yo,
shout out Crab Lord.
I have some Crab Lord presets on my
shout out Crab Lord,
Logic.
bro. You are the reason I'm here today. I swear to God.
He's the GOAT.
I watched his he had the preset. He had the preset videos, bro. I watched his preset videos.
Do you remember which one you took that?
Nav.
Nav, yeah. I think
Nav. Bro, it's still in my computer. So
Yeah.
when I record myself on my computer, it's called Nav Strip.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even sound like fucking Nav, but it's like the way, like the compression, the EQ, all that shit, it was just like, it matched my voice so perfectly. Yep. So shout out Crab Lord, and I took all that shit and I watched like other tutorials on how to like work Logic Pro X and all this shit, and I learned it, and then pretty soon it was second nature. Like, I'd just be doing this shit mad quick. Like, I could make a song in like 10 minutes if I really wanted to.
Are you like mixing yourself fully now, or you just mix it to a point where it sounds good, then you send it to an engineer and like make it sound like this, but like master it, make it sound a little cleaner?
So now it's different. So for like 3 years, I was recording myself, mixing and mastering all my own shit. Like, you listen to like all my shit.
Yeah, listen to
so
all
like
of it.
Fireflies, Get Out, just all that old shit up until Lost Me.
Yeah.
Even Lost Me. I didn't master that, but like that's me recording like in my crib.
You record at least like the reference that you could send to somebody.
Exactly. And then from then, now I have like a engineer and producer, and we do everything together. From here on out, like it's me and him.
Yeah, I could tell that. Not that it sounded like bad at all. Those are like Fireflies. I was like, doesn't sound bad, but you could definitely tell the production value in engineering has upped in the recent drops for sure.
Nah, I agree for sure. But up until then, I was mixing and mastering like all my own shit. I was doing everything myself, promotion and everything. Yeah, so that's that.
And then so that's still in high school or whatever. And then fast forward to now. How did you get involved with the people you're with now? And the group or this imprint, whatever, Known Sounds is who you're with. What is that? And who's part of this team?
So Known Sounds, I'm gonna say right now, changed my life for real. Cause I like, there's no way I could get here right now without them. I just want to say that, but they're an independent label. My manager, my other manager, and we have a lot of other people on the team. How they found me, there was a kid that like, he really liked my music, I never met him in person. I only knew him through the internet, but he was only like 3 hours away from me. And he would just send my music to a ton of like managers, just people's managers. Like he would listen to music. He was in tune with the music. Like he knew it was good. And he would just listen to music and find their managers and just send my music to like managers, random managers all the time. And
It's kind of like A&Ring for you before you even had anything.
Yeah, for real. But it was on some low key shit because I like barely talked to dude. It was like he wasn't a fan. Like I talked to him a little bit, but he would just like say he was trying to help me. Yeah. It was cool. But so he would send it to like a ton of different managers, A&Rs, all this shit. And like I had a ton of people like he would send it to them and they hit me up, but it was on some like booth shit. Like it was just like, cause I didn't have shit at this point. Like I probably had like 5,000 followers on Instagram. Like I wasn't really like anything that anybody wanted to sign. And my music wasn't that good. Like it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? So we sent it to my now manager and he read it and we made like a group chat on iMessage, whatever. He got my number. And then I was in Florida. I was taking a trip to Florida just to hang out with my boy. And they called me. We texted the group chat and they set it up. And they were like, yo, like, we want to hop on a call. We want to see what's good. Like, so I was like, yeah, cool. So they called me. And they had everyone. They had like 10 people on the call. And I was like, oh, this shit real. Like, this is legit. And before that, like, I had all these managers calling me on some like, yeah, you cool, bro. Like, send me some shit. Like, let's see what's good. They call me. They got 10 people on the call. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, everyone fuck with me right now. I was like, this is crazy. So that happened. We called. I go back home from Florida. I go back to New Hampshire. A week later, I'm on a flight to Maryland. So I go there. I meet all the guys. I meet Sent from Heaven, my producer, my now engineer and producer. I meet him. I meet a whole shit ton of people. And then like a week later, we're in LA. Like, and then ever since that, it's just history, bro. Like,
so you said New Hampshire. I was super confused because I watched the promo for Mug Season, which you just dropped. Everyone go check that out right now. 2-pack, right? EP?
2-pack EP. For
very,
sure.
very fire. I want to get into that a little bit, but in the promo video, there's like a voiceover that's like the hottest out of the DMV, and I saw an article that was written about you from some music magazine or whatever, and they said you were from New Hampshire. And I was like, is this kid from fucking New Hampshire? Or is this kid from the DMV? So you're from
Confused.
You're from New Hampshire.
Original. I grew up in New Hampshire. Yeah.
Cool. And
up
now
until I was like 19.
Okay, and now you're based at a DMV.
Yeah,
like
I'm in Maryland.
Maryland
right
area.
now.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was it like making the change and going to like being in the DMV? Are you feel more like creative now that you're around this whole team and everyone's with you?
At first, I can't even lie. So at first, like, I'll be going down for a week, and then I go home for a week.
Yeah.
And I go back for a week and come home for a week, just because, like, I didn't want to leave because New Hampshire's all I know.
Yeah.
For real. And it kind of just felt weird, like going, like, I don't know anybody, whatever. So I go down to Maryland one time, and I have a talk with my Sent from Heaven engineer producer, and we're talking, and he tells me he's like, bro, nothing type shit. He's like, nothing's gonna change if you don't make a change, type shit. Because I keep going back to New Hampshire. There's nothing in New Hampshire. Like, there's really nothing there, bro.
But you're
like,
comfortable. Your friends from home are there. Your family's there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I was comfortable though.
Yeah.
And then Dylan, my manager, told me you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
100%.
It sounds cliche, but it's like, I was like, yo, what the fuck? So I was like, you know what? So I went home one last time. I packed all my shit up and I said, bro, like, I'm moving in. And they were trying to get me to move in, like, the whole time. But I just, like, I didn't, like, want to, just because I was, like, kind of afraid, low key. I was like, I don't know if I want to, like, leave all this shit. But I did it. And it was the best decision I ever made, bro.
Things just started going up from there.
Like, we record me and Sent record every single day, make like 1, 2, 3 songs a day. Every day we got a schedule. Like, it's just the craziest shit. Cause even when I was back at my house, like, I have 1,500 songs in like 3.5, 4 years, but I was not recording nearly as much as we record now. So now in another 4 years, I'm gonna have like 5,000 songs. Like, it was the best decision I ever made. And like, yeah.
So the first song I think that I saw from you was, I think it was before it was out. It was the Lost Me song with the vodka in your coffee line.
Yeah.
And I think your TikTok promo, the whole marketing campaign with that was fire. Obviously, the song did well numbers wise.
I appreciate that.
What was the thinking behind like the TikTok promo? I saw you. I think you were were you in like Bryant Park or something like that, or one of the parks around here?
I wouldn't even know. I don't know this area like that well.
I think you were in maybe it was Madison Square Park or Bryant Park, but
Madison Square, yeah, for sure.
And you were just going hard with the the performance video with the coffee cup in your hand. One, did you plan that like before you wrote the song? You're like, I'm gonna make a line about the mug, the coffee cup, and then that's gonna be like the marketing ploy of this, or did it kind of all happen organically and people were gravitating towards that line? So you're like, let's go with this.
Really, it's funny. So like, I recorded that song like 3 years ago. For
really?
Real. Yeah, swear to God.
Wow.
Or like 2 years ago.
And you just didn't want to drop it?
No, I just thought it was too good to drop because I didn't have a budget back then.
Yeah.
I knew that shit would blow up, but I just didn't have a budget, so I knew it like couldn't blow. I tried like before all this. I posted that song and it's like 1,000 views here, 1,000 views. I was like, it's too good to like drop on some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I wanted it to be bigger because I knew it could be. But really with the mug, it's like I have that line like, now I'm getting fucked up putting vodka in my coffee.
Yeah.
It's like growing up in my household, like my parents' house back in New Hampshire, we didn't really have like cups. Yeah. It was just all mugs.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, like all we had was like mugs. So I'd always be drinking out of a mug. And I'd throw like a party at my house or whatever, and people be looking for cups. And like back in high school, I'm not going through all the bullshit to go get red solos and all that shit. It's like
mug party.
Yeah. But literally everyone would just be drinking out of a mug for real. Like, so like that just became like my shit. Like people started talking about like, yo, we used to drink it out the mugs and shit. So it's my shit. And like, it's true. Like I wake up hungover as shit, like at one of my high school parties for real. And I just like go home. I go downstairs, grab a mug, make some coffee,
put the
vodka in it. We would just be drinking, bro. And we do it the next night. We just keep going through the day for real. So that's how that shit came up.
I like that. It's organic. I'm a whiskey in the coffee guy, but I gotta try the vodka in the coffee and see how it treats me.
You gotta accumulate to it for real.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's all we were working with back then.
Yeah, you can't be picky when you're stealing vodka out of the cabinet.
Yeah, I was broke back then, bro. It's just cheap vodka and the coffee. Like you just had to do it.
Is there going to be a Henny line of your own personal mugs? Maybe.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
No, I'm excited to see it. I'm about to cop one. That's that. See, having like it seems like I'm not saying it seems silly, but it's something that you wouldn't think would be like a great marketing tactic, but it is, and it's working. And now it's like, obviously now I know the story. It's like on brand and very organic. So that's dope. When you dropped that song, was there like an instant, cause you obviously teasing it a lot. Was there like an instant surge in the listens when you dropped it because you had been teasing it so much? Like it went crazy off the bat, or you still had to keep promoting it for it to,
It did go crazy off the bat for sure. Cause I promoted that for like 3 months or something.
Yeah.
Like, well, really, I promoted it for like a super long time because I dropped a snippet probably like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
But it got like 1,000 views. But there were still people like, yo, drop that like vodka on my coffee shit. Like, but like I said before, I just like didn't have the budget, whatever. So yeah, there was definitely a surge when I dropped that song. It was probably like 50,000 first week.
Sick.
50,000 plays. And that's like more than like, that's like way bigger than anything I had like previously.
Yeah.
So that was really a shit. Like, yeah, it was just surreal. So there was definitely like a surge. And then I kept promoting it a little bit. And we're still going to keep promoting it.
Yeah, got to.
Will, like what I said before, Will, like free music video when he came out to me, we did Lost Me. Just, it's my biggest song, so I know people fuck with it. So I told him like, yo, let's do this song just because it's like, it's my biggest song.
And is that video the one you're gonna stick with, or like I'm assuming you haven't seen the edit of it yet.
I haven't.
Did he
seen
edit it? He didn't edit it like in real time, right? Because I imagine if he's like, we do a music video in a day, it's still gonna be kind of hard to turn it around.
No, so we filmed it in a day.
Okay.
I got his number. He's gonna send it to me when it's
cool.
done. But it's also like we could make a full video out of it, but it's just gonna be like a short. It's like a short video.
Yeah, and you could also like, if you don't want to use that as the full video, you could like reshoot use scenes from that, or just use it as TikTok promo. So it's just like, you know,
No,
it's
exactly. Like
super beneficial.
If the fans want a full video, like we're gonna get it done.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
We're doing the full video for sure. But right now it's just gonna be like a short little segment because that's just like how he works, I guess.
Cool. Was the Census songs after that you dropped, right? So you dropped Census after Lost Me, correct?
Yeah,
I fuck with that song. Crazy. You got like
Same.
the Post Malone, Kid Leroy, vibrato shit going on, like
it's that versatile shit.
and it really like you can hear the heartbreak a little bit in your voice and in the tone. Is that drawing from a personal experience, or you just wanted to make like a sadder song?
100% personal experience.
You want to expand upon it a little bit?
Of course.
Okay, great.
First off, I just want to say the first line. I was sleeping in the studio.
Okay.
And I was really sleeping in the studio. I bought an air mattress and I was sleeping in the studio. It was just like it was like a rough time. It was like in between. I was moving around. It was like in between that whole like moving time. And sent from heaven, he came into the room at 6 a.m. He was like, "Yo, bro, we gotta record something right now, bro. Like I'm fired up." And like I went to bed at like 3.
So you're all fucked up.
Yeah, I'm fucked up and I'm fucked up. I was drinking like hella, bro. So I slept for 3 hours and I was loaded. And so I woke up, I said, man, fuck it, bro. Cause I'm always down to record and work. So I get up, whatever, and I'm sitting there and he's making the beat. I'm like, oh shit. Like, nah, this ain't good. My stomach is all acting up. I go in the bathroom, I start throwing up. I'm like, oh, this is bad. So we finished the beat and shit. And I just get on that shit. Like, cause I freestyle my song. I don't even write them. I just freestyle. So in the AM, it's like 6 o'clock. I just threw up.
Yeah.
Like that started the whole shit. So I was like, yo, we on that dark vibe. And then at the time I was going through like problems with my shorty at the time. And she thought that like, I didn't even fuck with her like that. Like she really thought that I wasn't in love with her when like I was literally like, I told her all the time, like how it is. But she just because I was away all the time, coming back, she was like, damn, like, so it was just crazy. So I made the song to show her how I really felt. And if you listen to the song, it's like the senses, like 5 senses.
Yep.
I'm saying everything that she makes me feel with the 5 senses. Touch, smell, hear, all that shit. It's 5 senses. And everything that she like stimulates my senses for real.
So did you send this to her, and was there did she like feel that make her, you know, I guess believe in the relationship again, or was it something that, you know, even with the song things just didn't work out?
See, I try to tell her this song's about you.
Yeah.
But I have one bar in there that says, for the first time I'm questioning, is this real love?
Yeah.
And she focused on that one point and said, why are you questioning, is this real love? And I'm like, you don't get it. Like the way
That's kind of a beautiful line.
I was like, exactly. And it's like saying, I'm questioning, is this real love? Because like I've never felt real love before, but I feel it with you.
Yeah.
And she was like, why are you questioning? And I was like, at that point, I was like, man.
You
was like, you don't get it. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's why she my ex-shorty.
Well, it made for a great song. And, you know, sometimes like the heartbreak music really hits, and everyone has gone through some degree of heartbreak, whether it's a relationship or it's like losing a loved one, whatever, and everyone can draw from that. So it's a super like important topic, I think, to touch on. I think you showed your versatility with it for sure. What's the next, you know, wave of songs you're going to release? Is it going to be like that where it's some sad shit, or is it going to be more like Lost Me? Even though Lost Me has a little bit of a sad hint, but it's more upbeat.
To be honest, we're going to do some different shit that no one's really ever heard.
I like that. Can you give me a little example? Or not example, but, you know, describe it.
It's really like everything I dropped before is either like heartbreak shit or like I dropped like hyper pop shit. It's like
I fuck with the hyper pop. It's cool.
I'm kind of trying to like get out of my comfort zone with different sounds, even different like genres. And
I can hear you on a dance record, almost like kind of with the Drake shit that he's been putting out recently. I think you could sound fire on something like that.
Nah, for sure, bro. We got a ton of those. I need that Drake feature though.
Come on, Aubrey.
But
tap in.
We got some plans for like new songs and all that, but it's really some like different shit. It's like it's pretty upbeat. Yeah. I got some other shit that we're thinking about dropping that's more like. It's really like Juice WRLD vibes.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like it's more like it's like chill, but it's hype at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like it's that like trap vibe, for real. But it's different. Like, to be honest, I can't think of anyone that's put anything out like these next songs that we're about to put out.
That's awesome.
Like,
I had in my notes that I thought you had a Juice WRLD influence, and obviously you just mentioned it. Is he someone that you draw a lot of inspiration from musically?
1,000,000,000%.
Who
Rest
else?
in peace, Juice WRLD. I say that right now. Who else? Killer Roy definitely had a ton of influence on me. Growing up, I listened to a lot like AC/DC,
Cool.
Journey, all that for sure. And then like growing up in my later years, like 10, 12 years old, like Usher,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Kesha, even like all that shit. That was like the vibe then. But right now, like, to be honest, right now all I listen to is like underground people.
Cool.
That like I feel like I'll DM them, and I really fuck with their music. Like, it's super hard. Like, I love Sofego,
Sfago's dope.
SSG Kobe. Shit, just that kind of.
You seen this? I think his name's Colts or something from London. He's got the it's like the first line is like, "Your money tall, but it ain't Yao Ming." He's going crazy on TikTok right now.
Nah, I seen that.
I gotta
shit.
put you on to him. He's
I
fire.
can't even lie to you. I don't even be on TikTok scrolling like
Yeah.
that. I just like post. I don't really be on TikTok like that much. I probably should more.
Well, I don't know. It's tough because like, so from a perspective where I'm trying to, find new artists, get like the first look with them and have conversations with them. It's important for someone like me, I think. But I think I also make music, but like as someone who you're going super hard with the music. I think sometimes it's bad to be on TikTok scrolling and watching videos all the time because it makes you think that whatever's working for this person is what you got to implement, and that could throw off your creative juices a little bit.
Exactly, 100%. Also, another thing, scrolling on TikTok is just like a waste of time, for real, because you just watch some bullshit half the time. I get a lot of because I do scroll on TikTok like
Everyone
a
does.
little bit,
Yeah.
And I get a fuck ton of inspiration when I do, because all my shit is music shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, scrolling on TikTok, like, I have my own sound, in my opinion. Like, it's all my own sound. And I see that a lot of people that have, like, the best fan bases that really, they ride for them, do it differently.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to copy somebody else,
It's not always gonna work.
it might work, but you won't be bigger than who you're trying to copy.
Yeah, because like no one's gonna be, if you're trying to just do Drake shit, no one's gonna be Drake. Like,
Exactly.
you're just gonna be
Even
clone.
Yeet shit.
Yeah.
Yeet is the biggest example, because Yeet got on, and now everyone's trying to be Yeet. I can't even lie to you, 5 minutes before I came here, I was watching a TikTok, and this dude sounded exactly like Yeet.
Was it the German guy? It was a German Yeet.
No, it wasn't that shit.
You know that guy though?
Yeah, he be doing shows out there
Yeah,
and
he's
shit,
kinda
getting
lit.
bread.
Yeah.
Nah, he crazy for that, bro. I don't even know how that shit works. I don't even know how
I think he's signed to like Sony Germany too.
That's crazy.
Like they're like, all right, we need a German Yeet. It probably works, but you get your bag.
If he
but-
got signed for that, bro, that's crazy. So my point goes out if he got signed for that, the point I'm trying to make is done.
No, I think what you're saying is definitely very valid. There's some people that'll like be able to tap in. I think like that's only going to work in a different country. Like there's not going to be another Yeet clone, like literal Yeet clone. Not to shade that guy, like, but there's not going to be a literal Yeet clone in America that's going to take off. But somewhere where like they're not going to have the money to fly Yeet, be able to give him the bag he wants to fly out to Germany. Maybe they can give it this fucking guy in Berlin who's talking about the walk.
I see this, bro. That shit's so funny.
Yeah, he's crazy. So you dropped this 2-pack, and you talk about, obviously you got some new songs that are coming out that you think genre wise are going to be game changers. For the rest of this year, is it going to be singles, a project, or are you just going to work the what you just dropped and then wait maybe like till January, February time to start dropping?
No, we definitely dropping singles before the end of the year.
Cool.
Before the end of the year. Next year, January, I got a big play with a big feature.
Cool.
We're gonna drop that. And then from there out, we have some album songs. We looking at the album. We not in album mode yet. Yeah. But we have a few songs that definitely we're looking to put on an album, and we're gonna drop that probably next year some point.
What about shows? Anything lined up?
I actually got, it's funny. I got my first show in like 4 days.
That's sick. Where at?
Yeah, Miami.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
Big moves. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
got
that.
my first show in Miami.
Is anybody else in the bill or it's just you?
It's just me,
Sick.
for real.
Is it in Miami or is it in like Brickell, like outside Miami? Do you know?
I don't really know. Yeah, for real. I'm going to Miami.
Have you been there before?
What?
Have you been there before to Miami?
Yeah.
It's dope, yeah.
My manager lives in Miami, so
Cool.
we go out there like a decent amount.
Nice.
So yeah, I got the show in Miami, and after that, I hope a lot of new shows get opened up. But
What does your live performance look like? Are you gonna have like live engineering, like live auto tune a little bit, stuff like that?
I'm not really sure. I know we're gonna have the DJ playing my stuff, all that. But
I think you should fuck with the live auto tune if you can. I think you'd sound fire with it.
oh no, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah. Be sick.
Kind of need that low key.
No, I don't know. I think I mean, I've never heard your raw vocals, but you definitely can sing a little bit.
I think I was actually at my homie's crib like a little bit ago, and he had a karaoke machine.
Mm-hmm.
So he played my music off the karaoke machine. It was loud, and I was just performing. I was just practicing. I was just performing. Like I think my shit went pretty hard. Like, and it was definitely no auto tune. It's like a janky ass like karaoke machine. So that shit was cool.
Yeah, I think if you have any like inkling of a singing ability, you'll be able to just like do it live without it. But to get the feel of like what the fans are actually listening to, it definitely helps a little bit.
Nah, for sure. Cause like I can't even lie. Like I obviously use auto tune in my song.
Yeah, everybody does.
Not a ton of it. You know, I turn that shit down. But like my actual vocals in the song to my vocals in real life, like it's gonna sound different. So,
Yeah,
like,
of course. Do you ever get any hate about the auto tune shit? Like people like when I put out music, and a lot of like the Barstool fan base is a little bit older, so they're probably like, or there's multiple waves. Like now there's like this Gen Z wave in with like the Brianna Chicken Fry Girl, the TikTok stuff, which is great. But like the older guys who are like maybe in their early 30s who were around since like 2012, they're like, this shit sucks so much auto tune. Like you sound like a robot. And I'm trying to, I don't like engage with it, but it's like everyone uses auto tune. Auto tune's first of all, it's a tool, and it like it makes your vocals, I think, expand, sound better. And if a lot of people are like, you need auto tune, it's like, no, I want to use auto tune because I like the way it sounds. You ever get that?
1,000,000,000%. I get a lot of hate on the auto tune. I don't look. It's like minimal.
Yeah.
But also like recently, I started turning my auto tune down more because I'm getting more comfortable with my real voice. So I turn the auto tune down. But I definitely get hate about the auto tune, and there's only a few people. I'm gonna say one person, 347 Aiden. He's the only one that doesn't use auto tune.
Yeah, his shit's fire. He like layers his vocals like crazy, and he sounds dope.
Yeah, his shit crazy, and he uses zero auto tune. And he has a song with like 30 million views, and he recorded it on like a $90 mic with a sock on it.
Yep,
crazy shit. You know, that's like some real shit. I turn my auto tune down. Like in these recent songs, I don't have that much auto tune. But personally, I don't think I sound like a robot that much. And when they say it, I'm just like, whatever, bro. Like Taylor Swift,
everybody uses
Justin Bieber, fucking The Weeknd. They all use auto-tune, bro. At least whether you want to think it or not, they do.
And if they're not using auto-tune, you know what Melodyne is?
Melodyne. I was just about to say that, bro.
And that's even worse because that's like you're hiding it.
You can literally put your vocal sound wherever you want to put it.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Outside of the video you got shot the other day, any more videos in the vault that we're gonna get soon?
We definitely gonna shoot videos. I know I'm dropping a song pretty soon. We're probably gonna shoot a video for in January.
Cool.
With the big feature, we'll probably make a video for that. But right now, I don't really got that many videos like in stock. I got some videos like in the back, like some shit I filmed like a year ago, really. But I'll probably drop those like just on YouTube on some like side shit once everything's like solidified. It's cool because they're good songs and the videos are good, but I'm just not gonna put them out right now.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
Exactly.
All right, so I just got up to get a little water, but your team was talking about other content that you got coming in the pipeline, some vlog stuff. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so everywhere I go, I got these filmers with me. They're my boys from back home.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
New Hampshire guys?
Huh?
These are New Hampshire guys? Hell yeah. You guys snowboard at all?
Ski, I ski.
Nice. I snowboard.
I'll be nice, bro. I'll be doing backflips and shit. I'm a park rat. Yeah.
Why aren't you putting, I mean, you said you only want to put music on your TikTok, but you should put some fucking music behind you in the park.
Bro, you wait, bro.
Oh, let's go.
I need winter yet.
I need to see that. What mountain you hit typically?
Let's say it again.
What mountain do you hit typically?
Shit, in New Hampshire.
Loon is up there, right? Is Loon in New Hampshire?
Yeah, Loon's in New Hampshire. You been there?
Nah, but I just know of it. I've been up to, what's it called? I go up to Okemo a lot. My sister has a house in Ludlow, so I'm always up in Vermont. Hit Killington a lot, and then I go to there's one in Maine. What the fuck's it called? It's
Shawnee Peak.
No, not Shawnee Peak.
Sunday River.
Sunday River. I love Sunday River. Sunday River's fire.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cause, bro, I hit Sunday River, Attitash.
Okay.
Is in New Hampshire.
I heard Loon's got a crazy park though, right?
Loon's crazy as fuck. I go to Loon all the time. Their parks, they have the best park in New Hampshire, as I've seen up to now. Cranmore, my local mountain, is like 15 minutes from my crib. Cranmore. It's a small mountain, but it's hard. We go there all the time. I got like season passes and shit like
Sick.
all the time. Yeah.
I think you might have to do a ski vlog because you're talking about doing vlogs. So we're gonna see that.
100%.
That'd be fire.
My sister lives in Utah too.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get out there because I
Park
don't.
City.
Skiing out there is crazy.
Yeah,
the powder shit, like backcountry jumps, all that shit.
I've been out to like out west to Lake Tahoe a few times, which was sick, and then I've been to Colorado. Recently, I've been going out to Colorado. Aspen a few times, was fire.
I went to Woodward.
For skiing?
Yeah.
No,
not like I didn't go to like the camp and shit.
Okay.
I just went to what's the mountain called? Copper Mountain.
Okay, I never heard
Copper
of it.
Mountain. In Woodward, it's a Woodward Park.
Oh, nice.
And then in the bottom they got like the trampolines and all that shit. It's crazy, bro. And they have the you can put on like fake skis and hit like it's like a skateboard ramp
Into a foam pit?
Yeah,
Sick,
I
sick.
did all that shit. That was a while. That was like 8th grade.
Cool.
You know, that was a while ago.
Did you ever have any hopes of being a professional skier?
I didn't have hosts. My homies are professional skiers though.
Sick.
Kieran and Devin Fagan.
Okay.
Shout out Kieran, Devin Fagan. Yeah, they from a town. So where I live in New Hampshire is right next to Maine. It's like on the state line, low key. Like I live probably 5-minute drive from the state line, and right over there is Freiburg, Maine, and they're from there. And in high school, I played lacrosse.
Oh, me too. What position did you play?
Huh?
What position did you play? I played lacrosse as well.
I played attack.
I was a goalie.
What?
Yeah, but I used to like
That's
run
the
up.
scariest shit. I can never do that shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
I was
that.
kind of forced into it, and then I would just like make saves because I played in midfield before. I would just like run up the field. And my coaches hated me.
Yeah,
But I was good, so it was fine.
Usually how it is, bro.
Yeah.
No pads and shit. I can never do that. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no good, no good.
They went professional in
Sick.
skiing and shit. They're bodybuilders now and shit.
How does that work?
I don't
I
even.
feel like you can't be too top heavy if you're or even just too heavy in general if you're. a
Nah, it was a
skier.
whole thing because now they're strong as shit. They be doing like they did a quad or triple.
Damn.
They be doing triples and shit. Yeah,
I
they're
guess
really
the
like
squats probably help with that, like squatting on a.
nah, exact. But they top heavy too. But they're just strong as fuck. So it's
Yeah.
like whatever they do, it's like it's gonna be to the max because like all the muscle, like you just got that shit.
You ever have any inkling to get in the gym, or you exercise, or you're just all
In high school,
exercising the vocals on the mic?
yeah, it's low. Yeah.
These guys are laughing back here. Why they try to get you in the gym? You refuse.
Right, yeah. That's exactly what it is, bro.
It's okay
Nah.
though. You know you got like this is not like some such shit. You kind of you're tall, you're skinny. You kind of got like a little. You could be a little model if you needed to. So maybe putting on muscle isn't the best
Bro,
thing.
If I worked out a little bit more, I could be a model. I can't remember the last time I worked out though. I can't even lie to you. But
Good genetics must be things.
I'm about to get in the gym. I'll get my cardio up.
Good.
My performance is about to be fucking OP.
Fire.
It's gonna be good. I'm gonna get in the gym type shit. But in high school, I used to work out a ton because like the hockey team we played on, like we won. Or while I was in high school, we made it to the championships 3 times.
Wow,
Yeah, so we were like a good team.
that's sick.
And all workouts were crazy, bro. Like going hard. Like I'd be going to school the next day, like not being able to walk up the stairs because my like legs hurt so bad. You know what I'm saying? And we had on every Friday we had a practice at 5 a.m. before school
Fuck.
type shit, bro.
In high school.
Yeah.
It's excessive.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Mike Lane, if you watching this, bro, that shit is crazy.
Was that the coach, Mike Lane?
Yeah.
What kind of kid were you in high school? In school, did you get good grades, or were you slacking off? You articulate yourself well. Obviously, like musically, you touch on like a array of things lyrically. So I can tell you're a smart kid. But were you applying yourself in school?
I wasn't applying myself, but I'm not dumb.
Okay.
So my grades were decent.
Mhm.
Freshman year, I got like A's and B's.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, A's and B's. Junior year, C's and D's.
That's when the drinking probably started.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh God, bro. And then like senior year, bro, like F's type shit. I
Oh
can't even
no!
lie,
Did you graduate
bro.
high school?
I graduated.
Okay, cool.
Barely.
Did
I can't lie.
any teacher ever tell you ain't gonna make it, or we're gonna have a line in some songs like
Oh, a
that?
ton. Yeah. My graphics. This is crazy. Graphics class where I stole the mic from.
Yeah.
my teacher, she told me, I said, yo, I'm starting to make, and I was cool with her too. Like she was a cool teacher, like for real. And I said like, yo, I'm gonna start making music. Like I played her a few of my songs and I was like, yo, you fuck with it? You think I can make it? She goes, the music industry, it's so hard to make it in. Like, I don't think you can make it. And I was like, all right, cool. That was junior year. Next year, I didn't even take her class. I said, fuck that. That shit pissed me off. I can't even lie. It pissed me off. I didn't even take her class. I said, fuck that shit. Look where I am now, Abby.
Have you gone back and since I know you're going back and forth up to from New Hampshire back home, but have you gone back and like, I don't know, not on some victory lap shit, but have you seen any of these people or this teacher since things have started to pick up a little bit?
I haven't seen anybody, but social media is a crazy fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, it's a fact.
They all be hitting me up, but everybody that like I've been with since the start, like they're still with me today, and I never stopped talking to them. Like it was always like, no matter what I was going through, they were there.
Yep.
And we were always chilling, hanging out, talking on social media, whatever. It's a lot of people that counted me out from the start that now they see what I'm doing and they hit me up with something. Yo, bro, you going hard, bro. Like, fuck with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I can't. Like, I used to fuck with you. It's people like, they were cool, but then like, because in New Hampshire, everyone's pretty short-minded. I'm not saying everybody in New Hampshire is short-minded because I'm from New Hampshire. And like, I'm doing this, but a lot of the people I grew up with, they don't think outside the box. Yeah. They do. Their parents tell them to do something, they're gonna do it. Yeah. Go to college. You have to do this. I want you to become a lawyer, a dentist, like all this shit.
Move back home, live in the same town, buy a house.
And they do it. They do it.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can tell they don't want to do it, but they do it. And because I wasn't doing it, they were like, yo, that's weird. Like, I was like a weird kid, like, when I started doing this. Like, yo, you weird, bro.
No, because no one sees it. No one sees where you are now when you first start. Even you might have not seen it, but definitely the people who you're around who, like, don't believe in you, like, off the jump are not going to see it. Yeah,
and high school is a super bad fucking spot for that shit because you're forced to be with a ton of people that don't fuck with you. Yeah. Like, on some shit. Everybody I was really with, like, on some real shit, they're still with me today. Like I fuck with them, and I'm trying to make everybody's lives. I'm trying to put everyone on.
That's great.
When I get there, you know what I'm saying?
This is a very cliche question, but I would just like to know, and I think this might be play well as a clip. But where's the Henny Hermes? Do you pronounce it Henny Hermes or Henny Hermes? Like, how do you say it?
Henny Hermes.
Hermes.
That's what I was saying.
And what does that come from?
It's just funny.
Just funny. I like that. I appreciate that. A little alliteration. It flows with the two H's. It's nice.
So really, my name before this, bro, I ain't even gonna say it, but I had like a doopy ass name before this. Mm-hmm. It was Lil. Like I had Lil in that shit. Yeah. Like you already know how that is. Like I was like,
little hen dog or something.
I need something like different, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do everything different. Like my sound, I think is different. No one has the same sound as me. Like, and no one's like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, I have to come up with a different name. So I was at my homie's crib and we were sipping Henny, straight up. And
you like Henny? What are your thoughts on it?
I fuck with Henny. I drink vodka like mostly. I'll drink some Henny though.
Okay.
Here and there. I like all alcohol. Like I'll just drink. I love alcohol. But we were at his crib and we were just like sipping on some Henny, whatever. And I was telling all my boys, I was like, yo, like, I'm trying to change my name. Yeah. Like this shit is like, I don't want no Lil. Cause like before the Lil shit went out of style, I like knew it was gonna go out of style. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta do something different. And you know, I fuck with Juice WRLD. He don't got Lil in his name. So I was like, bro, I'm trying to do some shit like that. We were sipping Henny. We were like, yo, like, whatever. And we came up with all this bullshit. Like, we were just coming up with like names. And I was like, nah, like that's not it. And then someone was like, yo, like Henny. And I was like, oh shit, I could be called Henny. Like, that's hard. And then one of my homies was like, yo, Hermes, like a designer brand. And I can't even lie, I didn't even know what Hermes was at the time. It just had a ring to it. And we were sipping Henny. And I was like, bruh, this shit's like meant to be. Like this shit's destined.
Written in the stars. Written in the fucking cup of Henny.
Say it again.
I said it was written. I said written in the stars, written in the cup of Henny. You know,
It was written in the cup of Henny,
Yeah.
bruh. Straight up.
That's mad funny. Moving forward into next year, where do you want to see yourself? Like, come the summer, come like I don't want to ask you for like a 5-year plan, but where do you want to be? Coming up on a year from now.
A year from now, I want people to understand what I'm trying to give off to the world.
Okay.
Like, I want to inspire other people.
Yep.
To do what I'm doing then. Because I already know, like, I'm going to be 100 times bigger.
Yep.
But this time next year, like, I'm going to be 100 times bigger. And I'm going to have, like, an influence on people that listen to me. And I want to have the same influence on other people that the people I look up to have on me. Yeah. Type shit. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Is there any tangible like number goals you want to hit? Like get a song with 1 million plays, get, I don't know, chart on something, maybe not Billboard, but you can, chart on iTunes or something. Is there anything like that that's in your sight, or you're trying not to think about like maybe numbers and stuff like that?
I obviously want to be in like Billboard Hot 100. Yeah. Like 1,000,000,000%. But I feel like that's just going to come with everything that I do, like, as it goes on. I'm really just trying to, like, I'm trying to, like, put out how I feel to I'm trying to tell other people how I feel, and if they feel the same way, that they can
relate to you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have people, like, relate to me and, like, change the way they think about shit. Because really, like, when I was younger, I was doing shit trying to make other people, like, happy. Yep. Like, I would fuck myself up trying to make other people happy. I would do dumb shit trying to make other people laugh. I'd, like, sacrifice my own shit trying to make someone else happy. I want everyone to realize that, like, don't do that.
I think it's a good mindset.
Yeah, because recently, like, I've changed. I'm just trying to make myself happy. Yep. And really what I do now, making myself happy, is clearly making other people happy. Facts. Just with my music and everything. Like, my music makes me happy. I'm trying to make everybody else happy with my music, and it's working. So now I know, like, when I'm 100 times bigger, it's going to be a way bigger impact. I just want them to fucking listen to what I say, and if they relate with it, just listen and understand it and just follow that.
It's a great message. What we've been going for like almost an hour. Great conversation. I want to get a little bit into something a little more lighthearted. What's your like go-to necessities in the studio when we're recording? Obviously, I know you drink. Are you smoking a little weed? You do. Obviously, you vape. Like what's the what are the potions you're dabbling with?
Yeah, so I'll be drinking. Recently, I haven't been drinking in the studio. I can't lie, because I slur my words too much.
Yeah, like sometimes it sounds hard though when that happens.
No, I know. Like some senses, like. I can't even lie. When I'm hungover, I make fire music. It's weird.
Because you're probably just fucked up.
I feel weird. My dopamine's all fucked up. I'm like, oh, like, it's crazy. Necessities, though, yeah, I definitely need my vape. I ain't gonna lie. We be smoking weed in there, too. I just recently started smoking weed again. I stopped for a while because it was making me lazy. It made me, like...
Sounds like we have some fucking type of, what's it called? Like, end of the world... doomsday shit coming down the block.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know what's going on. It's like the Purge.
It is, bro.
Sounds like a rally that I don't want to be a part of.
Ice cream truck, bro. Let's go on there.
Let this thing pass for a second. That's fucking wild. What is that?
It was long.
It sounds like the Joker or someone is
why
like
is
coming
it still
down,
going on?
taking over Gotham right
they
now.
Going slow as shit or something.
Jesus Christ. All right, we'll keep going.
Like a circuit. You think it won't come into the mic?
It'll come in a little bit. We'll wait. We'll wait a second. I want to ask you about the weed thing because I had a similar experience where I had to stop for a little bit. But
oh, word. No, we about to get into this, bro. This shit crazy.
All right, I think it's
about to be in a horror movie, bro.
Yeah, right. That's the last.
Look, is that the circus comes into the fucking pot?
No, don't talk about that. Okay, so before we were just rudely interrupted by the sounds of the Purge, we were talking about weed. You said you had to stop smoking weed for a little bit. Why was that? Were you getting like anxious or something?
Yeah, 1,000,000,000%. So one thing is like I would smoke weed and I just like couldn't be productive no matter what. Bro. Yeah. Like I would sit there and just fucking. So that was the first thing. Like that's when I started smoking weed, and then it was one time. changed everything. So
How old were you when you started smoking? Like high school?
I was probably like 15, 16.
Yeah, same.
And mom, I'm sorry. I smoked this one time. So we used to take like bong rips.
Yep.
I guess we wouldn't even smoke like joints or anything. It was all bong rips. And I was cool. I get high, I be chilling. One time, I took a bong rip. Whatever, it was cool. And then like, I was sitting there, I was staring at my phone. I remember I was staring at my phone. And I looked up and I was like, oh shit. Like I'm dumb high, right? And I'm with a ton of my homies. I've been homies with them since I was like young as fuck. Like 10 years old or less. Like one of my homies that was there, I've been friends with him since I was like 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking around, I'm like, yo, they hate me, bro. I was like, yo, they don't fuck with me right now. And like, they be talking, like low-key, I couldn't even like listen what the fuck they were saying. Like I was just like,
insulated by your own
so
thoughts.
in my fucking mind, bro. I was like, yo, they hate me. Like this sucks. So I was sitting there the whole time, like my whole high. I was just like, yo, they hate me, tweaking out, bro. I was like shaking and shit. It was bad. And I was like, I sober up. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that? I go home. Next day, I get out of school. I go back. Because we always smoked in like the same, it was this one dude's crib. We'd always just smoke in there. And I smoke again, bro. Same thing.
Fuck.
I'm like, yo.
It's like a negative feedback loop. Once it happens once and you're going to be thinking about it before you smoke and then it just keeps happening.
Bro, exactly. So it happened then. And then I smoked like 10 other times, like just trying to get it back. I was like, bro, just let me be normal high. And it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. So I stopped smoking, bro, for like 2 years. I said, fuck that shit. Just recently. Started smoking. My engineer, he be smoking dumb. Like, I'm saying like 10 blunts a day. Yeah. So we were in the studio and he's like, bro, just smoke this shit. I'm like, man, fuck it, whatever. Smoke that shit.
Felt fine.
Good ass high. Like back when I used to get good highs, I was like, yo, what the fuck? So what I think it is like, it was all a mental thing. I was in a bad spot at that time. And when I was smoking, I was thinking about everything that was not going right.
Yeah.
Now I can smoke and be like, everything's fucking fine, because everything is fine.
Yeah.
Like everything's positive. So
a similar thing happened to me. I smoked every day from like 15 to probably like 21, and then in college, so like I just had to stop for like I had the same exact thing. It wasn't that my friends hate me, but I got high and I took a dab, which was stupid. Just nuked myself with weed.
Yeah, which is
and I was like, what am I doing? I'm a failure. Like I just kind of got into that same thing, negative feedback loop. Like was just questioning every decision I made, questioning everything I've ever said to anybody. Like laying in my bed thinking about like a time I tried to like hit on a girl when I was like 15 and it went wrong. I was like, you're such a loser. So I kind of had to take a break, and now I'm back into it. But I think it was similar to the same thing like in college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I was just in a weird headspace. Same thing with like psychedelics. Like if you ever take psychedelics, like the worst time to take it is if you're like going through anything personally, because that's all you're gonna think about. You want to be in a good headspace. So I think you're right. It is a lot of mental stuff that can get you in a funk with that shit.
Yeah, no, I've heard that too, and I think it's just a stress thing.
Yeah.
Like, but a lot of people say, they told me like, yo, when I'm stressed out, I smoke weed, and it calms me down. Yeah. But I'm just different when I'm stressed out. And now when I'm stressed out and I smoke weed, it's cool. But back then, it's like I feel like I had so much on my mind that I couldn't not think about it when I get high. You know what I'm saying? And what you said about the psychedelic shit, I've never taken like acid or any of that shit, but I went on like a shroom bender. Like, I did the shrooms type shit.
What's a bender? Multiple days in a row, or you were just like taking them frequently?
I'm saying like 20 days in a row.
Jesus Christ.
Type shit.
Did you feel they were getting less effective? Because anytime I've tripped like consecutive days in a row, like the second and third day is never as good as the first.
Nah, I look, he went crazy, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to stop. I was like, yo, this shit crazy.
Were you seeing stuff, or was it more mental, or just both?
It was like mind and body, bro. I was feeling crazy as shit. But when I took it, like I took shrooms and I was like, yo, this shit's so fire. Because I was afraid to take them. Because I tripped out off fucking weed. Like, I was like, yo, like there's no way I'm not gonna like bug out off this shit. But I was like, fuck it. So I took like 1.5. This was like the first time I took 1.5, bro, and I was chilling. I was in the woods type shit, like just.
That's key. You got to be in nature, I think.
Bro, I felt like the trees were waving and shit. It was a windy day. The trees were waving. I was like, yo, like they're like fucking with me.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it was crazy, bro. And then ever since then, it was cool, and I didn't do it. for like a little bit later, and then I just went on that like 20-day bender, and it was cool. But I like started thinking all weird, so I was like, fuck
probably
that
fried
shit.
you out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not fried, but like,
I'm saying after 20 days, you're probably like your brain was just a little fucked up. I'm not saying you're fried now, but 20 days of mushrooms, your brain's gonna be a little toasted.
Yeah, it was on some microdose shit though. I'm saying like 0.5 type shit,
cool.
But it was not a good thing. I'm never gonna do it again.
You're never gonna take psychedelics again. You're never gonna go that hard.
I'm never gonna do 20 days in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good.
I'll
idea.
do mushrooms fucking right now.
Yeah, mushrooms are like fucking shots of tequila now. Everyone fucking does them.
Yeah, and mushrooms are like fucking therapy, bro.
Yeah, the ego death thing, like the day, I almost like when like the day after a trip better because like if you feel like you have this clarity and you like see yourself from like 1,000 feet up.
You ego death type shit.
Yeah, I've had this shit.
I never do because I've never done more than like 2 grams. I think.
Oh, I've done way too much. The first time I ever took mushrooms, I was 19 and 2 of my buddies, we didn't know how much to take, and some kid gave us half an ounce, and 3 of us ate half an ounce. So we probably did like, I don't know, 5-6 grams each. Maybe.
Hell fuck no.
And I freaked the fuck out. Like we were at a party, we weren't supposed to be at a party. My buddy's little sister threw a party, and we were supposed to have the house to ourselves, and it started raining, and all these like little high school kids came up to us and they're like, "You're on mushrooms." And then I like thought, you ever watch the Harry Potter movies?
Like low key, but like barely.
So like the Slytherin people they all speak a snake language. It's called parcel tongue. And I thought I turned into like one of them and was like hissing. And like I thought I was like a snake person. And then I had to go home, and my girlfriend at the time drove me home, and I walked in the house. My mom's like, "What's going on?" And I just didn't say anything. And she walked to my room, and I was just laying in my bed like hissing. And then she walked in like 2 hours later when it all like went away, and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm sorry. I thought I was a snake."
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like that.
I took, bro, because I feel like I'm a lightweight with the psychedelics. I took 1.5, bro, and I was at this kid's crib. And keep in mind, there's like 30 people in this kid's crib, all on shrooms, and they were acting weird as shit. I was like in there, and I was like, "Yo, everyone weird as fuck." So I walked outside, and I walked like a mile into the woods, bro. straight up.
But I bet when you walked into the woods, you felt like a calming presence as soon as you got to
so
nature.
I walk in the woods, I'm like, yo, and it's all wet and shit. And I say, fuck it. I sit down in the woods, and the trees are all moving and shit. And I'm like, bro, like the trees were like, they weren't talking to me, but like I could feel their like essence, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's sick.
And like when I say it, it sounds crazy as fuck, but like that's just mushrooms, bro.
Yeah.
You just sound crazy. And another thing, when I was on that 20-day bender, I came to New York.
Really?
Yeah, I took like a gram, like probably like an hour before we got to New York. Yeah. And we were driving through New York, and I was bugging, bro. I was tripping the fuck out. We getting all the lights and shit. I'm like, oh shit.
It's also just a lot of stimulation, a lot of buildings, a lot of lights, a lot of people you don't know. I've taken mushrooms like at bars in New York, but I think like it's definitely not conducive to the best experience with the psychedelics.
Yeah, I feel like for the best mushroom experience or psychedelic in general, don't be by yourself.
Yeah.
But be with someone that you like really know, that like you trust and that fucks with you and all that shit, and just go walk into the fucking woods but don't be around a ton of people. Yeah. That shit fuck you up, bro.
It's not good. Talking about being in the woods and stuff. Obviously, you're from New Hampshire. Do you see yourself, when you're older, you want to go back and when you're like, not your career's over, but when, you want to settle down, do you want to settle down in a city, or do you think you're going to want to settle down in your like kind of home roots in New Hampshire in like a more spaced out area? Yeah.
So when I really settle down, I'll probably be like 30. Like, I'm not going to settle down for a minute. I mean, when this bag come in, I'm going to like buy a crib type shit, but like, it's not like I'm not going to like keep that crib forever type shit.
Is there a bag pending? Do we have a bag? We're waiting on a wire?
No, there ain't no bag pending. I mean, probably
there's bags coming.
It's coming. It ain't pending.
I didn't know if
I
don't know if Wells Fargo was about to hit you with a big check.
Yeah, I got signed to TD Bank.
Yeah, right.
Nah, but when I settle down, bro, to be honest with you, I'm gonna settle down in like some place where there's not a lot of people. I mean, New Hampshire's cool. The people there aren't cool. And if I got a crib, I want to get a crib in New Hampshire.
Ski house
type shit, or Colorado or some place that I don't go a lot. I mean, growing up, like if I got a crib in New Hampshire, it wouldn't be my hometown.
Yeah.
but New Hampshire is cool in like a scenic standpoint, you know, like in the fall, the leaves are fucking crazy. Everything's red, yellow, all that shit. Like, it's just crazy. Winter, you get a fuck ton of snow. You can ski, all that shit. So, like, New Hampshire's super cool. I really wouldn't talk to anybody. New Hampshire's cool. But I definitely want to, like, I want to ski for the rest of my life. I love fucking skiing, bro.
Yeah, I'm very happy you said that. I don't see too many artists like out on the slope, so I'm excited to see some type of skiing content from you.
Exactly. But I definitely wouldn't settle down in a city. Yeah. Right now, because I haven't been to every state, even close, you know? So when I go to, like, once I hit every state, I'll know what the vibes are, but I also want to know, like, different towns and shit, because everything's different. You know, you could be from New York City, or fucking way out in the shit, and it's all different.
Yeah.
So it's like, right now, I don't know where I want to settle down, but
you got a lot of time to figure that out. The journey, you know, is just beginning. I'm really, really glad you came through here. I'm really glad it happened, you know, so spontaneously, but that's how great things happen. One more time before we end this, just let people know, one, where to follow you, and two, what we have that they should listen to right now, and anything they should be on the look for.
All right, Mug Season, Volume 1. There's going to be a lot more coming. And we have a lot of singles dropping in the near future. Listen to those. I want to give a paragraph out to the public. Don't listen to anybody in a negative standpoint. Listen to the positives. But don't listen to anybody that tells you can't do what you want to do. Do that. Because I can speak from a standpoint of everybody telling me that I shouldn't do what I want to do. And I did it. And now I'm on Barstool.
There we go, baby. That's Henny Hermes, Wayne Jetski, Almost Viral. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Hey, it was great.
Appreciate
Catch you guys later.
bro.
Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that.
Subscribe, all that shit.